Grindings and Salivations, Game Journal viewers. I am back. This is number 4 for LA Noire. I just finished the homicide portion of the game, tracking down the Black Dahlia killer. The last case chapter of that part of the game was actually really cool. While I was going through it, I was wondering, because the way they were developing the story, I was wondering, it seemed like the Black Dahlia case was going to end, but then the game was going to keep going, and it seemed like a pretty major part of the game for them to kind of finish there, and I wondered how they were going to keep the player interested afterwards. And they do, I don't want to give anything away, but they do a pretty decent job, a very noir job of keeping the motivation going. I'm now with Vice. So I turned it off right after it went through, you know, the cutscenes and stuff. So I haven't done anything with that yet, but I just finished up. But a couple of really cool things about the last chapter. It's the first time that they really let you use your own brain. I mean, you're doing that with the interrogations. You have to kind of read the people, but after a while, you get the hang of it. You get kind of this, you know, it becomes a little bit easier. But this was the first time where it was like they were actually giving you a clue and you had to figure out where exactly on the map it was. And while I really liked it, it could have been really, really good. As you're driving around, you'll discover landmarks, which are actual historical landmarks in Los Angeles that pop up, and then they'll be marked with a small camera icon on your map. And you know, you can, as you drive by them, they just happen to pop up. Those actually tie into the last chapter of the homicide section with the clues. So basically you read the clue and you have to determine which of these landmarks that you've discovered is the place of the next clue, and it's just kind of like a little scavenger hunt. And it's really, really cool, but it kind of falls apart because there was one where it was a landmark that I hadn't discovered yet, and I was thinking to myself, well, this is actually kind of cool because now I have to just drive around and try and find this place so it pops up on the map so that it's a landmark that I can go to. Because once you mark it as your checkpoint, your waypoint on your map, it'll say investigate whatever if it's the right location. If it's not, it doesn't give you any, you know, further. It doesn't tell you so, which means it's the wrong one. So basically, once you've clicked on the correct one, you'll know. But what actually happens with the game, rather than letting you find the place yourself, the icons, there's a little question mark icon that pops up on the map. So it shows you exactly, I think there were 3 that I hadn't found yet just from driving around, and those pop up on the map, and then you just click those as your way. And so I think it could have been a lot better if it just made you drive around and find it yourself, make you really work for it. Because the first one that I couldn't find but that was before I realized that there was the question mark icon on the map. I basically was driving around waiting for new locations to pop up, and eventually, you know, the character's just talking to his partner in the car, and he says, "Oh, well, I think we should check out this place. It sounds like it might be there," and they kind of give it to you. It's basically, I mean, it's 2 reasons. One is because I feel like they're kind of guiding you a little bit too much, but also finding those landmarks is kind of part of the bonus of the game. Just driving around and being like, "Ooh, I found another one," and it's, you know, a completionist thing. And I feel like by just giving them to you outright, it cheapens it a little bit. So, but I'm still really enjoying the game. I look forward to. I'm definitely assuming that there's 2 more parts to it now. There's gonna be Vice and now I forget what the 4th one is now. But really interested to see where they're gonna take the story. What?
Arsony.
Yes, Arsony. So that's Adam in his mug, aperture mug. So yeah, that's it for this one. Off for the next couple of days. Well, I'm working just a couple hours for the next couple of days, but so hopefully I have some more time to. Honestly, I'd like to try and finish it up by Wednesday. It's That's my goal maybe. So we'll see. By June 1st, hopefully we'll have it done and full review for you guys afterwards.